total wreck.
Oh, golly. Oh, she's full. Poop tube. Looking janky.
I smashed my finger. It's still stuck in there.
Go, Wawa, go.
Bowed up on me, bro.
It's a waste of time.
Buttered sausage.
The pig.
Oh, cool.
Cannot eat the paper. What have you done?
Oh, she attacked.
What are you doing? Ew.
Trailer park drone. Getting mixed signals here. The beat's pumping in here.
Magnificent. Of course.
You never know.
Go big, go home. Golly. He's lost sleep over this.
Oh.
What? Those big boys. Now what are you gonna do with it? Oh no.
Literally an old man. It was the good old days. Look at this mess. What did you do? That is incredible. Ooh. Blowing apart.
Too profesh. Clonking your ear end.
Oh, shoot.
Look at all that.
Marge, what are you doing? Don't know.
It'll just rust. Check your rear end.
Oh.
Good to know.
Hungry, Raymond? Who hose?
Woo!
Who's laughing now?
Oh.
Breathing in my ear hole.
Just need a little wiggle. We're basically scientists. There you go. Yeah, eat that.
Set it on down.
Smooth like butter.
It looks so cool.
Think she'll pull it?
Jamal's in there.
Oh, following us.
Oh Lord.
4 barrel open now. Now, hey, Rocky.
Do not make eye contact.
We're back. That was Mom's idea. We're back with our 74 Minnie Winnie Winnebago that we have been working on for years. The kids are going to be off school for a week, next week. And we are trying our best to get this thing roadworthy so we can go on a trip. And not only that, we're also planning on towing Wawa's Beetle behind it. So that's the plan. We actually ordered a tow bar and it's on its way. It's supposed to be here soon. So we're super excited about doing this trip. It's been a long time coming. I have a whole list of things we need to do to it. So we got to do a trailer hitch. I found this trailer hitch in the barn. Ralphie hasn't even seen it yet.
I wonder if I can lift it. You think I could?
I don't know. It is actually the correct width for our frame rails, if you can believe it.
Dang.
I think it may be a Ford Expedition, but I could be wrong about that. That's just a guess. Somebody may know. Let me know in the comments. I should have labeled it when I got it right. Oh, he's going for it. We're lifting this.
Easy.
Incredible. We also got a new door latch because our other door latch, this piece right here, is broke. This is supposed to fit our style, but motorhomes are really wonky, so we'll see how hard that is to install. We also have some hatch doors to go over our electrical plug-ins and our gas filler. Just a lot of little things. Got a wiper motor, wheel bearings. I've got the stuff to hopefully make our blinkers work because we have LED lights with a standard flasher, and I think that's what our problem is, why our blinkers haven't been working. Got a lot of little things, you know, our fan shroud was rubbing and stuff like that, so we're gonna dive right into this and see what we can get done. I'm gonna probably start with a fan shroud because that's super important. Basically, it only works good if you stay off the throttle, and you know, if Marge ever gets behind the wheel, it's gonna be a catastrophe, for sure. I'm gonna do the fan shroud. What are y'all gonna work on?
I might do the trailer hitch. Do you think
Trailer
I
hitch?
could?
It's probably gonna take both y'all because it's heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it.
Alright, watch this, ready? I could probably do more.
Definitely.
I'm gonna take this rotten piece of plywood out because it's like right in our way and it's just old and rotten.
Old and rotten. Okay.
What happened? Oh,
I don't think it wants to come out.
does this have a nut on the back side?
Oh, maybe.
I'm gonna take my soapstone here and mark where it's close at. Try to make a circle around this fan shroud and get an idea what the closest spots are so I can trim it. I wish there was more access to this, but there just isn't. And if you notice, our windshield's out of it right now. My buddy Michael over at Neighbors Glass and Tint came by this week and cut the glass out. We videoed the whole process. Here it is. Well, it's a rainy morning here at our place. I've been trying for months to get a windshield for this thing. With us going on a trip, we don't want to really get in trouble for having a busted windshield. It's all hazed up as well, and you can see it's just a total wreck. I called a buddy I used to work with that does glass work. He's got his own glass company. So he's the first guy that's told me he can get a windshield for this thing, so that's awesome. He is headed this way now to replace this windshield. I'm worried about what he might find under there, but hopefully it's not too bad. So let's see if he can work his magic on this. We got Mike here. He's cutting it out at Neighbors Glass and Tint. Go check him out if you're in the East Tennessee area. What, Chattanooga area kind of, right?
Yeah, Chattanooga, Port Overthorpe, Riceville, like North Georgia area and stuff like that. We travel a good ways depending on what it is. We do pretty much from T models to Teslas.
You ever done a 74 Dodge motorhome before?
I hadn't done a motorhome, but I have done this.
These vans,
these vans, you know, because
they probably ran this for a long time, didn't they?
It's basically the same thing all the way up into the 2000s, but they just changed from a rubber gasket to a gluing to
urethane in,
yeah. I was told the other day now I get to be considered one of the old timers because I do this older stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to find people that'll do the older glass. Yeah,
I done a '63 Rambler the other day, but back glass, and he's like, I had to get an old timer to do it for me. I'm like.
It's rough getting old, ain't it? I know the feeling. Oh, there we go. Broke the seal. He's been here like 3 minutes. Hey, look at that. Yeah, that thing's a mess. See, that's where I'm worried about right here.
Yeah, with a silicone, with a...
See that?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy how quick you got that out. Well, I don't see any holes there. I think we're pretty good. They don't look like there's any holes. It's just surface rust. I'm hitting this with a wire brush real quick just to clean it up. He said he's going to prime this before he puts the glass in. I'm just glad it's not holes. I was worried about that. Look at all them waspers. We're going to get them out. You'd never be able to vacuum them out later. Tosh should be so proud of me right now. So that's some primer there that'll hopefully seal this out, help stop the rust. Got Ralphie's windshield coming out so we can fix this post. It's about loose on the other side already, isn't it?
There's a lot of places actually loose.
He's gonna be excited about this. There you go. Easy as that. Hopefully this thing ain't too hard to fix. You can see it's even got the roof buckled up. You got pushed in so hard. So he cut the glass out. He's gonna come back in a few days and put the new glass in. So we should have a brand new windshield. I couldn't find a windshield anywhere online or anything. So he really came through on that. So check out Neighbors Glass and Tint. Real good guy. He's supposed to be coming back to put that glass in here in just a few days. And then hopefully we won't get pulled over for having a broken windshield.
It's like a big self-tapper and it's doing nothing.
It won't come out?
It just
You
spins.
sure it's a self-tapper? Let me see it. It's not spinning at all. The socket's spinning on the head. So you may have the wrong size socket. What size do you have?
I have a 10.
Yes, it's not going to be metric at all on this thing. It's going to be a 3/8.
It broke off, but maybe I think it'll come out though.
You can see right here that it may be actually pushing forward and running into the shroud. So I'm going to take this and just like make a nice little circle around here. See, this is the 99 Durango fan, and this is a 74 Dodge Shroud. So we're having interference issues. I thought we were going to be okay, but we're definitely going to have to trim this. But see, it's good on this side. Isn't that weird?
It's weird.
Yeah.
You about got it.
Hopefully I can get this shroud out pretty easy. I don't know how.
I was going to ask how you're going to get it out.
I'm not sure yet.
Has it got a bolt back there or what?
I think it's a self-tapper.
Is that a prop rod or what? Oh! You got it!
Broke the screw off.
That thing's been dangling there forever.
Look! It's got something on it. What is that?
Like a punch.
Oh, it's a punch. What are the odds that just sat there the whole time
That's
we drove?
crazy. That's old.
Yeah.
You want it bolted on this back part instead of that front part?
As long as we bolt it from here back, we should be fine. We'll probably have to have our last bolt out here. You may have to put some washers between it to space it evenly. But you're gonna have to get these bolts out of your way first. So you probably have to unbolt that or cut it, one of the two. Wawa has some upgrades to do to her car as well in this video. We ordered a bunch of stuff right after the last video, and the major one is seat belts. We have front lap belts, but we wanted to get better stuff, so we got factory style shoulder harness belts for the front. We've never had seat belts in the back, and we got the stuff to do that. So she's gonna work on seat belts first off here, and we also need to install visors and stuff like that.
What are you doing?
Not this bolt.
What is that?
Like a punch. Oh, you got it. Broke the screw.
You got it!
Broke the screw.
That thing's been dangling there forever.
It's
You're dangerous with that.
Go check out thesleeperdude.com. We got some new merch right now. Glow-in-the-dark keychains. It's just a whiskey dip sticker. We got Ralphie metal artwork. We got Wawa drawings. We got squeezy paintings, hoodies, hats, t-shirts, a little bit of everything. Go check it out, thesleeperdude.com. We appreciate your support. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at SleeperDude88. Check out our second channel, SleeperDude2, and our third channel,
Sleeper Darned.
Thanks for your support.
Woo! Allie, come here. I dropped some stuff for you. Here, Red Hots.
It looks like I'm going to take this fan clutch out. I got my fan clutch tool here.
Golly!
It's basically a wrench on a hammer. So it just unthreads off the water pump like that.
Hey, well, I probably need your help real quick. It needs to be level. I need you to just sit there for like 3 seconds while I can put my jacket on. It's starting to get back cold.
Get some vice grips out of there. We do need to out past this bumper kind of. It probably does need to go to the end of the rail there. All right, jack it up some. Okay. Now let me clamp it there so it'll stay.
One will be in the double layer.
Oh, that's good. We need double.
It's the middle one. Okay, that was my bad. Oh yeah, no wonder.
Okay.
Ralphie's jack.
Jack wasn't tight.
All right, tie the jack up. Let's go back up to where we were. I got it clamped at the back here.
Yeah.
Look, you can't go any farther that way because you're against this big plate because there used to be a hitch on it and they've cut it off.
How
So
would they do that?
you should be able to drill a hole in the side over here in the middle and bolt there. But we also ought to be able to bolt here. Look, there's the tabs going up. We need to drill a hole there and a hole on the other side and put bolts there. We want it to be, more than enough. Drill one on each side and bolt it up tight and then you can take the clamps off.
I'm gonna drill these holes to mount this thing.
All right.
Me and Dad found the holes, so I don't have to drill any holes. I just gotta basically bolt them down, and that's basically it.
This steering arm is right in the way of bringing down the fan shroud and fan, so I'm gonna have to try to break this loose. Already took the nut off of it. There we go. I really don't like using that tool, but sometimes you got to. So now I should be able to get this out, I hope. Okay. Can I get this down now? I really didn't want to take the lower radiator hose loose. There we go. So that's what we got to trim. You can actually see it's bare metal where it's been getting in contact with it. That's not much, was it?
No.
It's funny how the rest of it looks to be okay, but not that. Yeah, that's all it was, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully this fits now, Marge.
Yep.
I know it came out of here. It was only moments ago.
Up here in Squeezy Corner, we got Squeezy artwork action.
Working on this.
There you go. Looking good. This is ingenuity at its finest right here. Ralphie, you are impressive.
Incredible, son. Absolutely incredible.
You getting it, baby girl?
Yeah, I'm getting it. Slowly.
Okay, got that shroud back in. So you can see there, we got quite a bit more space as it comes around now. Hopefully, that'll be just fine.
Oh my. What are you doing? You just do not want to go in there.
Okay.
Well, then bolt it up.
Good job.
Okay. I got all that buttoned up. Hopefully we won't have any more noises while we're driving, huh?
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Look at this drill bit.
What did you do to it? Come on.
It's supposed to not be like that.
Too much pressure.
Yeah.
Looks like you got it good.
Yeah? Looks like it. So I'm taking out the old seat belts for the front so I can rebolt the new ones.
Time for the big boy.
1 out of what, 11?
Probably.
So next thing I'm going to tackle is the power steering. I honestly have no idea what's wrong with it, but it leaks from here. From memory, I think we used the new pump off the 99 and put this big fitting in there off of the 74. So we must have an O-ring or something not matching up right in there. So I'm hoping it's just like an O-ring. This is under spring pressure. I want to leave that in there though. There's like a spring in there. Hopefully it's that O-ring right there. I guess there may be a little nick or something in this O-ring, or maybe it just flattened out. I don't know. We'll pull it off here. Look, it's like a funnel shape. Power steering is one thing I just really don't have much experience with because usually I pull it off of my cars. But you kind of don't have the option on the motorhome unless you got them big arms and big guns. See how it's kind of flat looking on the edges? Hoping that's what it is. Let's see. Is that it, Marge?
Oh, I don't know.
R11? What you reckon?
That's a cool little kit you got there.
Thanks. I bought it just so I'd have it. Looks the same to me.
Okay. I love these little BB ones.
I should have never showed you this was over here. I thought you knew about this already.
No, I don't remember it.
All right, let's throw it back together and see if that fixed it. I got it all back together now with the new O-ring, so hopefully that will stop our leak. That was our biggest leak right there that we have is our power steering. Now that we have our oil pan fixed, every time I parked it, it left drips, and when you're driving it,
Hopefully no more drips.
yeah, we don't need drips. How much fluid does this take, Wawa?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, me neither. We just fill it up so it pours out.
That's all right.
What you do? You gotta have the double slinky funnel to get there. It's so far down there,
That's hilarious.
you can't even hardly see it from here.
Oh, she's full.
Oh, there you go. That's when you know it's full.
At least you got it in the pan this time.
Oh yeah.
We got Larry the list man right here.
Yeah. We're naming and claiming that the fan shroud's fixed and our power steering leak's fixed. Okay. On to some other things.
Okay, well, I'm wore out from drilling under this car, so I'm going to put this new lock cylinder in. It's just simple. We dropped a piece of plywood and it just ripped the whole thing out, so we gotta put a new one in. So
Because that holds all our goodies on it.
yeah,
What we got in there?
poop tube.
Poop tube.
Well, I'm gonna mark this washer and cut it, and I might even paint it white, but
I guess I'm the drill guy now. I got that hole drilled. So I'm gonna put bolts in here. We're gonna swap them out to grade 8 fasteners. I just don't have them here tonight.
Here, let your mama do it. Here. Got squares. Okay.
I want to paint this white because we don't need that looking like that.
Looking janky. Okay.
I'll do it in one coat.
So that's bolted through both layers because this slides inside this one all the way back to here. So should be super stout once we get all these bolt holes done. I should be able to take the clamp off this now. Guess I should do one on the other side so we can actually take the jack all the way. I just can't believe that we even found a hitch that is going to bolt right in, you know?
We had in stock. I mean, hello.
Yeah, apparently it's a pretty common frame rail width because there was actually like 3 or 4 that would have probably worked, but this one was the best option. I thought we were gonna have to make all this elaborate stuff, and it's just like, oh, we'll just put this one I got in the barn in it. So it worked out really nicely.
I think we should only put 2 bolts.
2 bolts, not gonna work.
Well, there's like no washers big enough for this, so I'm gonna have to drill some out.
That is super thick metal there.
Good, that's good.
Yeah, it's just a
sturdy.
pain to drill through. Whew, hurt my face every time. We should be able to take the jack out now. See, in my wife's family, this is called good enough.
That's exactly right. It'd be
2 bolts. we're
done.
fine.
D-O-N-E done.
Yeah. Tied on the trailer with a grass string and you just go. I ever told you I hate drilling holes?
Santa today? You been helping? Huh?
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Does it work? I mean, we don't want nobody stealing our poo hose out of there. There you go. Good job, bud.
Ain't coming out.
Last few times we drove it, you've seen it flopping in the wind.
How's it going, Wa? Well, it looks good.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Just go to the other side now.
Please, I love the yellow one. It's very good.
Beat the devil out of it.
Beat the devil out of it.
Yeah.
Well, we just had a incident here. I smashed my finger so bad off camera. So I was drilling up through this and the drill caught and threaded right up into it. I had the drill in low gear in drill mode with no clutch. Look, you can still see. It's still stuck in there. I had to pull the battery off the drill to get my finger out. So I smashed it like crazy. It was just jammed in there and just would not let go. Oh man, that hurt so bad. I'm just glad it's not bleeding or something. I can't even get the drill out yet. That's how bad it smashed my finger. Be careful, guys. I'm glad I was doing it, not Ralphie. I don't think I can even get that drill out of there. This may have to stay. This may be a flag, you know, if our taillights go out. That's incredible. I don't think I've ever had one do that to me that bad. The trigger's jammed. I don't know, we're going to have to figure out some way to get this drill out, but that hurt, man. It's going to hurt later, isn't it, for sure?
Yep.
We're going to have to pry this apart somehow to get the drill back out. Okay, get the drill bit out of the drill, and it's still jammed in there. There we go. Can we get the drill bit back out? Yeah. Man, just thread it in there. See, it won't come down unless I unthread it. That's the scary part when you don't have the clutch on the drill. But when you're drilling a hole that big, you kind of don't have that option. I've shook you up, hadn't I, Marge?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She was all the way upstairs and I'm yelling for somebody to help me. Now, let's drill this again.
Log access door. Cross, son.
You love crossing them lists off, don't you?
Yeah.
Like I said early on, we're gonna have to do a spacer here. There's a gap here because of the thickness difference. We're gonna bolt this thing everywhere we can bolt it. And we're not really gonna tow heavy with it either.
So me and Ralphie have started on some trim pieces inside, and we have these that we painted, I don't know, 2 years ago or whatever. So we're trying to match those up where they're supposed to go. He thinks he's found the first one. Very good.
For real.
Go, Wawa, go. You did good.
I'm glad I got these ones though.
Yeah,
These are
that's
nice.
a lot safer.
It's a lot safer.
Do you feel accomplished?
I feel accomplished,
You
yeah.
did something, huh?
Finally did something.
Well, I found this other piece. So now I need to paint it, I guess.
I did it.
Okay, well, let me just show y'all. I have to cut this because it's like the right length. This guy's in the way, so I'm gonna have to cut it like all the way over and up.
Okay.
Man, these are hard to drill. So thick.
Let's see if you did it right. Okay.
These little trims.
So now we have 3 bolts on each side going up, and I put 1 cross bolt on that side. I may bend this over there and put one through the top of it too, just so it has extra. I only gave you a measurement on this frame rail, how thick it is. It's ridiculous. It gets thicker as it goes in. 0.58. What is that, 9/16 or 5/8 of an inch thick or something? It's crazy thick. We're going through some really serious stuff there, so it ought to hold.
You got that one a second coat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the last hole drill, Ralph.
Yay.
You skipped out on every one but one, bruh.
I barely did one.
They're hard to do. You gotta push hard through metal that thick. And the one he was doing was double layered too. There you go. It had to bend over just a little bit to fit, but it worked. So that's got 8 bolts in it. Surely that's enough, right?
Charlie.
Plus welds, maybe.
Yeah, we might put some welds on her too. Is that Ralphie approved?
Yeah. 100 pounds!
Hey, if it'll hold him up. do anything. Well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. It's after midnight, guys, and we gotta go in.
What?
No, it's like 8 something, but yeah, we got a lot done today. I'm glad we got that hitch mounted. Hopefully my fan's working. Hopefully my power steering leak's fixed.
Our seatbelts.
Seatbelts.
At least we got to check off that you smashed your finger.
Yeah, well, what we found out one thing tonight. Wawa's not gonna make it as a first responder. She might be like a third responder or something. They have any of those spots open. She was like the closest one to me. I wish we had all on video. Marge was upstairs and got here first, and Wawa was right here in her car.
I did not react because I did not realize that it was like.
She thought I wanted her to video something. I'm like, I'm screaming, help me. Come on. But anyway.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. We did all right. I'm just glad it didn't happen to one of y'all. So, Squeeze, I think you got some paint on you tonight. Just a little bit.
Look at her hair.
Did you try to do that or something?
No.
Just accident?
Yeah.
Well, we will get back on this tomorrow. Get some more stuff knocked off our list. Good morning, Raymond. How you doing, bud? He got a new cage with cool things in it. Oh, whoa, he just bowed up on me, bro. He gets under that log and hides. Well, it's like 5 a.m. the next morning. It's freezing cold down here. I'm up before everybody. Ralphie tells me to wake him up sometimes, that he wants to come down here early in the morning, but I feel bad for him because I always hated getting woke up as a kid, so I didn't wake him up this morning. My whole childhood, I got woke up really early to do work and stuff, and I just always wanted to sleep in, and so I feel bad for him. You know, if he doesn't have to go to school and I wake him up early. So I just left him alone up there. I'm sure they'll be down here at some point, but I'm going to do the boring task of trying to get blinkers to work. And there may be an overdrive off button as well I need to hook up. I'm not sure. It's been a while. We also need to get trailer brakes to the back. So I got a lot of wiring to do. Thought maybe I could knock it out early this morning. Let's get to it. Well, it's much later. Children have woken up. We're gonna start working on this together, I guess. Squeeze, I like your shoe choices. No coat. Why don't you wear coats? The people want to know.
It's a waste of time.
Okay, there you go. But I've been working on these blinkers for hours and hours. I put these LED lights in here. They're made to be externally mounted, but I'm gonna hide them inside the factory lenses here. So I'm gonna put those covers over them, but I got those wired in. I plugged them into the factory plugs with a new wire, made their own ground strap because I was getting funky signals to this. That blinker works, but it doesn't flash because I haven't put in the LED flasher yet because I can't find the flasher location. This one doesn't work, neither does that one. So we got brake lights, we got tail lights, we got headlights, but we only have one side blinker and it doesn't flash.
There's so much stuff connected.
I know, man, it's a nightmare really under there. But you can see in here, I've pulled the whole gauge cluster out, tracing wires and stuff, messing with all this all morning long, trying to get this to work. And I was really hoping to have all this working by now, but I've not got very far. Sometimes wiring is a real nightmare. Yeah, I put another coat of paint on that this morning. Just barely, though. I see it run there. We won't point it out in the video, though. Why?
I'm sleepy.
You said you wake up every morning at 5 a.m. Was that true this morning?
No, I didn't feel like it this morning.
Yeah, I was down here working when you were sleeping. All right, let's get to it. I even spent a long time looking through the wiring harness in this van shop manual here. I still haven't come to an exact conclusion on what's wrong with my system, why this won't work. So we're gonna look into it some more. What are you gonna work on, Ralph?
I don't know yet. I gotta look at the list.
Yeah, look at the list.
Man.
Yeah. We need to steam your headliner. Everybody was saying it'll take the wrinkles out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
This thing's gonna be jam up. Do the kids say that these days? Huh?
No, I don't say that.
What about buttered sausage?
Buttered sausage.
Too much Gary Busey.
Yeah, just a little too much.
Did you even have to cut that one at all? Or is it already made?
It was already made.
Good deal. It's got some screw holes, huh? Looks like.
Yeah.
Wake up, Marge.
I've been taking merch to the post
I know what
office.
you've been doing, yeah. Good job. We have a website. What's it called?
TheSleeperDude.com.
Check it out. Marge needs something to do.
Look at my visors.
You did so good. They look great.
They look really good. That is going to help a lot, so.
Awesome. Good job, girl.
Thanks, Mom.
We're going to test our blinker system here. Ralph, turn the right blinky on. So we have that. It just doesn't flash on its own. Is the back working? Try this blinker, Ralph. Your left blinker. You got anything right there?
Yeah, it's a hit and a miss. It's
I have nothing.
half of a blink or something. The other side was more of a blink.
The other side's blinking right now. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on, Ralph. Let me check these wires over here, because I know where the source of these are. The ones that go to the back are right over here. All right, I'm getting a signal down here. We got Marge on the job up here doing some trim stuff. Ralphie's working on welding some metal together over here, doing some metal artwork. Wawa's watching somebody else's YouTube video to figure out how to do some of her interior stuff. And I've got all this tore apart trying to work on this taillight situation. And she's doing her favorite thing, watching Mom do things. That's literally all Ellie does all day. Right? Isn't that what you do all day? No, that doesn't. Oh, no, I'm not Ralphie. We don't want to hang out like that. Ralphie, can you grab this brown wire and pull it up through there?
Yeah. That's good. Probably too much.
So Wawa has moved on to trimming up my measured out covers. They're quite brittle, so it's not going super great. How was Mom's measurements? Huh?
A little off.
Oh, come on. Looks good to me.
It's so brittle, it's hard to push it up there.
Well, Dad says we can throw some screws in it, so we might do that.
So I just ran a whole new wire front to back. And hopefully we'll have left blinkers now.
Okay. Looking good.
Oh, a little dragster with a roll bar and all, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Do we have a left blinker?
Negative.
No.
Nothing?
Not a flip, not a flop, not a nothing.
Check the back.
Absolute zero.
Oh, it's doing like it was before.
I don't know, guys.
Have you wired this wrong from the beginning?
I have no idea why it's not working. Even though we got LEDs, it's not going to look like it.
Ooh.
Basically a sleeper is what we're looking at here.
Exactly.
I actually ripped these out of the back of it. It was like permanently installed. You had to take the lens off to put the bulb in, and just ran my wires out the back. But, you know, I just like the old looking setup, but with the LED lights behind it.
Right.
I know you can do like drop-in LED bulbs, but you always have connection issues sometimes with these old ones. I just wanted to do something permanent. Well, I guess we got 3 out of 4 blinkers, huh? I don't know
Good
what
enough.
else to do. Like, I've spent half a day on that and really didn't get anywhere except for changing these front ones out. After a bunch of searching, I finally found 2 flashers. They were hiding from me down here. They were underneath this bundle of wire and they were strapped to the side of the dash and I didn't see them. So I'm not sure why there's 2. Hopefully one of these guys here is what we need to replace to make our blinkers blink.
Awesome.
Yeah. We're going to take this factory flasher out and pop in this one that's supposed to work with LEDs, because the problem is with running LEDs, there's not enough resistance because they don't pull enough amperage, and the flasher has to heat up and open and close the contact. Inside there's a little strip that's heating up. That's what makes it do that. So there's not enough resistance, so it doesn't. So this is a LED capable flasher, and it has to have a ground source. So I'm gonna give it a ground, and we're gonna try it again. And maybe we'll at least have something that blinks. I don't know what this other one is. Let me know in the comments. I don't know. And if I hear clicking, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm so over this already. Like, nothing. Nothing.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
No right blinkers at all?
No.
No right blinker?
Nope.
I don't know. I'm so over this. Let me swap back to the factory one. See if it works when I put the factory one back in it. I don't know what else to do, guys. Apparently these new ones are junk. Bought them off Amazon. Waited like 2 weeks to get them. Don't buy them, I guess. I'm going to move on. I've worked all day at that, and I haven't really got hardly anywhere except for getting the right front blinker to work.
Hey, I'll throw my arm out the window and let them know we're turning.
We're going to have to. We're going to have to make like something to put out there.
A flag.
A flag or something. I'm going to hook up my overdrive off switch. So it's the tan wire coming from the Terminator X Max ECU. This gets a power source on a toggle switch, and that shuts off overdrive function, and we need that if we're going to be towing with this thing. I think it's pin B22 maybe on the harness.
You ready? Flower.
Oh man, you made a flower.
I love him.
Mom's gonna love that. And I'm never gonna have 3/8 nut again around here.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. It's so good.
Good deal, bud. Having this dash is a little ridiculous. The only thing that's in here that we're using still is the fuel gauge. But it looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks more complete.
Yeah, it looks the part. We could basically take it out and put one gauge here and it would do the same function. Everything's on our digital dash now. We got a nice little spot right here. We can drill it. Mount our switch.
There's the good pig. Hi. She grows every single day. Where are you going? Huh? Hi, good morning. Are you scared of the pig? Is Granny scared of the pig? Oh, that feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Good pig.
I'm scared of the pig.
Well, you and Granny both evidently.
The way this is hooked up, I have a fuse block here that only gets power when the ignition's on. Power comes from it into the switch. When the switch turns on, it sends power out to that pin on the Terminator X, which should disable overdrive when we're towing. If you know anything about 90s Dodge transmissions, you know that a lot of guys burn them up towing. You don't pull an overdrive. There we go, that's installed. We should have our overdrive off switch now. That was just something I put off when we did the install. Squeeze was kind enough to let me borrow a marker to label that so we don't get these mixed up. So I need to put a return spring on this brake pedal so it'll come back up so we get our brake lights stay on too long. So I'm marking blinkers off because I've done everything I can do, okay?
Oh my gosh, I love him.
Elephant?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm working on the most important project of my life.
Most important project of your life.
My miniature light bright.
Okay.
So this has been our problem with our brakes. You see how that goes down and doesn't pop back to here? Well, if you had it right there, the brake lights are on. So usually I drive everywhere with the brake lights on, like Grandpa. I'm going to put a return spring on this. This is a really weird system. There's like a rod that pushes a turnbuckle thing. The master cylinder is pointed this way in the car. So it's probably just all those bushings are just kind of stiff. It may free up more as we drive it, but I'm going to put a return spring on it so our brake lights will not stay on all the time. I mean, I'd have to get like a AAA card if I did that. Get back, we're not playing this game. You're getting too big to play. You're gonna hurt me. Kind of a crazy setup here. Maybe it'll just work, huh?
Maybe. Very good. Good
First thing
job.
today I've actually fixed, I
Yeah,
guess.
good.
Mark that off there. Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna pull these screws out of here and I'm gonna install this fuel door hatch. It's actually, I think, made for the electrical hatch. I just bought 2 of them and modified them to make them work. We got these from Rec Pro. They were a huge part of making this project happen. So if you go to Rec Pro and use code SleeperDude, you'll get 5% off your order. We really appreciate their help with our channel. Something like that right there. It's not exactly the right size, but all this stuff's homemade, basically, on our motorhome. It's close enough, isn't it?
Yep,
Better than what we had.
exactly.
We can be friends. Look, we can be friends. So how about I open my mouth?
It's like, why don't she just go on somewhere?
I don't know. Why? I don't know. See? Be sweet. Be sweet. Maybe she's coming around.
I'm just waiting for the attack. I just hope to get it on camera.
I don't know. That's what I'm worried about. I'm especially worried with my feet. I'm worried she's going to get my feet. Seal this thing up.
You cannot eat the paper. Hurry, Wall.
Why does she like paper so much? There should cover the most ugly. You got it? Mm-hmm. How many 1-inch sharp point screws this thing got in it?
Oh, probably 5,000.
I
I
actually.
couldn't tell you how many we bought of them.
Granny, what have you done?
You've captured yourself. Help her.
Hold on. Hold on.
Poor thing. There you go. Put it in reverse. Get your arm out.
Back up, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry. There you go. You got it.
Oh, you built a snowman.
Will you let me rub your belly now? Oh,
She liking you.
she's turning it around, isn't she? I think I'm all right now. Oh, gosh. Oh.
Hey.
She was just
As
playing
soon as I
you.
turned my head, she attacked me. That's it. I'll never trust her again. This is some of my best work right here.
Wow.
I mean, there's no way that's going to fall out. Done. Look at that.
Very
Perfect.
good.
They'll never see it. Thank you, Granny, for the attention. Appreciate it. So I got these little cutoff wheels that are made for a Dremel tool. I don't own a Dremel tool, but I do have a drill. And I've got to make a notch in here for this latch to latch on. So that's what I'm working on now. Don't eat those. No, quit. See our notch we made in there in the lumber? There you go. Locking gas cap.
Awesome.
Now I gotta do the same thing down here. But this one, see, it has a notch in the door for your power wire to come out if you want to. See, this can swing up out of the way, and we can run our power cord out the door to our generator or whatever. So
cool.
I'm gonna have to modify this too because it's not exactly the same shape.
I found shoes. What are you doing up here? It's not nap time.
Yeah, it is.
Girl, you're supposed to be helping. We got a whole list. And here you are, slinked out, trying to take a nap.
Close your eyes.
Okay, I had to notch it a little bit, but that's gonna work. I hate that someone else did all this. It looks hideous, but we gotta work with what we got here now. Piggy. I don't wanna play this game anymore, okay? I don't like this game. All right, well, there we go. We got 2 access doors locked up now, so nobody's gonna be stealing our gas.
That's right.
Airplane.
Wow, very nice. That's pretty cool. So we got our access door and our gas door thing made. So both those are done. I'm avoiding the rear wheel bearings over and over again. See how this is all broken? Like, it barely moves, and the whole tips broke off this. So I'm hoping that this one fits. I'm not 100% sure that it does, but we're gonna try it and see. So that should cover up our hole. The only thing I'm worried about is the spacing in the door jamb. You'd probably never find another one of these in the country, huh?
Probably not.
Okay. Oh wow, look at the grease in there. Look at that mechanism.
Ew.
Hartwell, Los Angeles, California. So we got some Allen head screws here. Hold this in. So that should go that way, yeah. And they really greased her up, didn't they? See how the ends broke off of it? Show them. Give them an up close on that, Ralph.
Hard.
So, I don't think that was grabbing. Oh man. Wow, that was just in the middle of nothing there. It must just be foam behind there.
There's a sleeping dinosaur.
I don't have enough room in my door jamb for these 2 pins. So I'm gonna do what it says in the instructions not to do, and I'm gonna take those pins off. I'm also gonna modify this plate, because this plate's a little too thick for our door jamb. I'm probably gonna cut these 2 legs off of it and attach it where these factory pins were. Since this has a deadbolt built into it, the hole is just a tiny bit bigger, so I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit higher than what it was before. I think the length might be all right though. Thank you, sir. 5 3/4. 5 3/4. So our length is right. We just gotta go a little higher on our notch. We're hugged up, aren't we? Okay. Does it fit? It even lines up. Look at that.
Give her a push.
And Mom was like, I don't think you need to do this. Mom was worried about this one.
I just knew it was like, you know, real deal Holyfield, and our doors
Not. Look how nice that looks.
It does look nice.
I gotta drill the screw holes now. I can't believe that line up the same spot.
I can't live either.
Oh, and I gotta take a notch out here for the deadbolt.
Bye.
You headed out of here?
Yeah.
All right, you playing the drums?
Yeah.
Make me proud.
I will.
So my kids are in like a youth band thing at church, and they're headed out of here to go do that right now. Ralphie's playing the drums, Wa's singing, Squeeze is singing. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of them. Wa can really play the piano good. Ralphie can play the drums really good, considering he has no training, except for a few things I've told him. All right, I gotta make a square here. I'm just gonna drill the corners out and then cut it. I end up breaking both cutoff wheels for the Dremel trying to get this out. Now I'm down to a hacksaw blade. Oh, there you go. I got it. Give me good news here. in. It looks like it's gonna work. What's it like owning them new RVs, guys? I know there's some of y'all watching. It must be nice, huh? Not having to work on them and stuff. Where'd that screw go? I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say this door's been kicked in a few times. Man, if these walls could talk, 50 years of trailer park drama in this thing, probably. Now that's installed. I just gotta put the back side on this. Should cover up a lot of this ugly in here. Come on, get in there. There you go. Okay, nope, lost this one. Got it. We're in. Yeah, I like how the back plate on this covers up all this ugly. And it gives you like a little handle to grab. Got it all installed. We got our deadbolt. We got our door latch here. All right, now we just gotta do the jam part. Well, a bunch of filing and cutting and drilling. We've got a really nice latching door. I put that latch in here, drilled all this out, and there's a beam right behind this. So I sunk 4 big screws right in that beam. This thing is gonna be super locked up now, which will make me feel better on the road for sure. I'm gonna take this goofy thing off now. No real need for that anymore. It's kind of weird with the padlock on the outside. Hopefully they didn't lock anybody in this thing in the trailer park. Yeah, I guess they put this on there when the other locks just stopped working. Fits perfectly flush. I love it. All right, we can mark door handle off the list now. I'm gonna continue avoiding the wheel bearings, and I am going to swap out this wiper motor, and hopefully we'll finally have wipers. I really hope so. The new one didn't have this. I had to pay $100 for the wiper motor off of eBay. It's like the only place I could find it. It's crazy. I figured they were like $5. Yeah, I can forget going to Taco Bell this week. There you go. Okay. Are you the correct one? Looks the same except for the resistor. I guess I gotta swap that out. I did test this resistor real quick and it's showing up like 0.8 ohms or something. I don't know. Hopefully it's good. I just wanted to make sure it was still making a connection, really. You just gotta have that connection, you know? If you don't have that connection, it's not gonna work out. Yeah, my finger still hurts today, by the way, if you're wondering. It'll probably turn on and break every one of these bushings if I had to guess. That's my top guess right now. Well, let's try it. Do you think it's gonna work, Ellie? So yes. Getting mixed signals here. Please work. Oh, they work! All right, let's turn them on fast and see what happens. Oh, it's squeaking, isn't it? I can't believe it. It was a bad motor the whole time. I'm gonna hit it with some skeet. Stay still. That is awesome. We finally have wipers. Hey, the squeak went away. Hey, get yours at sweetpatina.com. Use code SleeperDude. Okay, better turn it off before it breaks. I guess that was $100 well spent. As far as super important things, we're just down to trailer lights now and wheel bearings. And let my Jesus change your life. Hallelujah. Well, I was in there working. I saw we got a delivery. So this is the tow bar we're supposed to be hooking up to Wawa's Beetle. I guess I'm gonna work on the trailer lights now, huh? What do you think, Murphy? How many spotted short goats can you have, huh? Look at this guy, look at his tongue hanging out. I guess I'm gonna go to town and get the trailer light wiring since we have this now. Driving the old Super Coupe, man, this thing drives so good. I will say though, I've had a fuel system issue, so I have to kind of watch how much I turn the boost up. I don't know if my pump's going out or if it's a fuel line thing because of the ethanol, but I need to work on it. I have had thoughts of V8 swapping this car lately, but I probably just need to put an intercooler on and turn the boost up. Do you know how many solar lights I'm saving by going here alone? Margin bought every one they've had in here. Man, they got the beats pumping in here. There we go. We're gonna need a little bit of a drop down hitch, I think, with this deal too. I kind of measured it. Yeah, here we go. Magnetic stuff. Man, everything's went LED now, hasn't it? There we go, there's our wires. Got me a tarpaulin to cover up that wagon we just bought. Man, that was the quickest trip through here ever. All right, let's get this only reliable car I have back home. Get these trailer lights hooked up. Wawa's gonna like this, I think. I know what I made for. You're breathing new life into drops. This is a 2-inch drop here. I hope that's gonna be the right height. I know it's kind of low. I think the wife and kids are on their way back now. I got a tweet from them. And a thing fit on here. Ralphie's gonna love this thing. He likes anything to do with towing. Our wiring needs to come down to about here then. Hey, you're back. You got your coffee mug?
I just got pineapple juice in.
Check it out. That's gonna pull your car. It just came in when y'all were gone.
That's crazy. It looks good, Dad.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty neat, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
I haven't unwrapped it yet, but there's supposed to be brackets in there that bolt right to your car. How'd it go?
Pretty good, actually.
Good? Hammer them drums, huh?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Y'all ready for this?
Wow.
Hmm?
Is it actually locked now?
Oh,
Yeah, it locks and everything. So we have 2 deadbolts and a normal door lock. Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting it.
And I took the padlock thing off, so.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Do you think anybody was ever locked in this at one point? It's possible. Wipers work.
Go, Daddy, go. Woo!
I know, right? Y'all need to bolt this hitch to your car.
The hitch came in?
Yeah.
Cool.
So this thing was $250, and that's way cheaper than buying a tow dolly. Only problem is you can only use it on one type of vehicle, but you know, we're only planning on pulling one type of vehicle right now. Yeah, let's see what's in there. I haven't even looked. They didn't want us to get to this.
Yeah.
Hey, wrap it up.
Really taped it up. I was worried it wasn't going to come in time because it got back ordered.
She's so worried about what is going on.
She hung out here with me.
Hey, Ellie.
This is what connects the car to it. And then this plate bolts underneath your car. So it looks like you got like 1, 2, 3 bolts on each side that hold that on there. So if y'all want to try to figure that deal out, I'll be working on lights for this.
That is so much heavier than it looks.
It's gotta be heavy. It's pulling a car.
That's shit.
We got these end caps from Rec Pro, and we thought our poop tube would fit in here, but it doesn't. Plus, there's like big blocks of wood down in there.
Let's see 'em.
And huge bolts.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I want to put these end caps on.
Make it look pretty.
Yeah.
She needs all the help she can get.
Yeah.
There we go. It actually makes it look like
Oh,
what? Hold on. She has to harmonize it.
The antique ones?
Yeah, they're still good. That's back when they made real jack stands.
This ain't even got an engine in front.
This is gonna look magnificent. I can already tell.
So something like that, I guess. I don't really want to put it on the paint because there's no flat area of the car. And now she's ready to tow. We got lots.
What'd y'all do?
Mine went down a notch.
She tried to tell you it wasn't the same.
The bolts around it, and it sits over the sway bar, okay? So you take these 6 bolts out, which is actually your like front crush area, and bolt it back in. But don't make the mistake of putting the first bolt in and tighten it down, okay? Leave everything loose till you get all your bolts in.
Okay.
Because you may have to waller one out or something because your car has been wrecked in the front before.
Hey!
All right, you might have to help him hold it up there,
Give me a
Wall.
lift. Give me a boat.
Are the bolts long enough to have 20 threads? Lord, them shorties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know about that, Ralph. We may need to get bigger bolts.
I ain't catching nothing.
Okay, great. Those are real short. We need at least the thickness of that more. I wish I would have known that when we went to town.
Of course.
Hey, you ready?
You may have to go to town twice today.
What are you digging the China for now?
Well, I remembered I had a bunch of metric bolts from working in the body shop. So we probably have enough for testing purposes only. What do you think, Ralph?
Yeah. I don't know about testing purposes, but
Full installation purpose?
One and done, huh?
I kind of like the ones with the washers on, but like this right here, if we can find 6 of those,
here.
that'd be really nice.
Another one. There's one under you. What? And there's the one under you.
I bought something else for the trip too.
Oh, that's too
Toe
small.
strap.
You never know.
Never know.
Whoa. I don't know.
Dang, son. You got 4 at a time?
Yeah, I usually don't like to splice them at the same spot, but I really didn't have a choice this time.
Go big, go home.
Yeah, this was 5 feet long, but it's not long enough. Ralph, if you want to go ahead and jack the back end up and take these dually hoops off here.
Ooh.
We're going to start the wheel bearing process when we get with this. I put it off long enough.
Man, this thing is heavy. What?
He's a big girl.
I just gotta do it with my foot. Or not.
Okay, buddy.
Is it not in the middle? There we go. Would you just look at that?
Just look at it.
Get a look at that.
She fits.
I wonder if I can pull it.
Don't pull it off the jack
Oh,
stand.
yeah.
Golly.
Oh my gosh.
Don't let that thing go. She'll take off.
How high off the ground does this hitch need to be? So the hitch to sit level, that's about 11 or 12 inches. Our hitch was 15 inches and I dropped it down 2. So that puts it at 13, which is right there. That'll be about right, don't you think?
Yeah.
I didn't want to drop it so low that it drags on everything, you know? Okay. Well, good job, guys, on the install there. Woo! Well, I'm feeding some wires up to you. Pull, pull, pull. All right, that's all we got right there. Ooh. I wish I'd done the inner ones when I did it the first time. Back then we were putting out a video like every 4 days. That wasn't an option. We're probably gonna get this thing out and then realize they were just fine the whole time. I've been
Probably.
worried for nothing.
He's lost sleep over this.
Oh yeah, for a long time. So this is our last wire. We're getting all this spliced together in here. I wired the whole back of this RV, the taillights, with the trailer brake wiring kit, so it's all pretty easy to hook up. It's nice to have 110 power inside here.
Yeah, it is.
So we got a trailer light tester in there. I'm gonna hit the stuff and you tell me if it works.
Did
Left.
something.
The middle one. The right one.
Alright, so the blinkers are working. What about brakes?
Yeah.
Okay. What about taillights?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We should have lights in your car then.
That works.
I guess I put it off long enough.
Yep.
So this is a full floating axle. The axle itself, the center part with the splines, does not have any load from the weight of the vehicle on it. That is all done in here in this hub. So you can actually swap the axle out without pulling the drum off if you need to. Really common on big trucks. There we go. This comes out. I might as well pull these washers before we lose all of them. It's crazy how this thing works. So there's like an axle nut, like the front of the car, behind there.
What?
So you can just pull the axle. I remember last time I had quite a bit of rust in it, and I drained the diff. I probably need to do that again. You see the sparkles in that?
Yeah.
So we probably need to drain the diff again.
Oh my gosh, it's literally so big.
Do we have like
That's
a socket
crazy.
that can fit that, or
I'm glad you asked.
is it like a special socket?
One of those. You didn't even know we had them. did you?
Those big boys.
Look, I've only used one of them. It was on this one, so I pretty much know what fits it now. You see the grit back in there? We cleaned this thing out last time. This is why I've been worried about this for a while. We're gonna have to clean all that out. This is like your jam nut here. And this is like your lock ring behind it. Work with us. Okay, so that goes like that. Now we got another nut. Ooh, that was somewhat loose. Well, you don't want them too tight, you know? And there's our outer bearing, which we already replaced a couple years ago. Because last time the bearing races and the bearings, everything were shot. Our bearing appears to still be fine. We'll check out the race here in a second. I remember when I did it last time, though, everybody in the comments was like, why didn't you put the inners in it? I'm like, didn't have time.
Wait, there's inners?
Yeah.
What?
Oh man, that's heavy.
Those are some big brake shoes.
Why, actually?
Now what are you going to do with
I
it?
don't know. I don't know where to go from here. So see, all the bearing load goes on this. Doesn't it look so much different than what we usually work on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So weird. Our brake shoes still look good. We put new wheel cylinders on it a year or two ago.
How much that thing weigh?
It's heavy. Alright, tie it down to where I hold it there. Well, it looks like a little bit of grease maybe getting past our seal. So if this thing leaks bad, it goes right into the drum, which it doesn't look like it's been doing that, but you can see a little bit there. So the only way to get to those bearings is to pull the seal out. So I guess let's get to pulling. Come on, get out. I've already ruined you now. You gotta come out. There we go. Is that bigger than that seal we got?
Oh no.
I did not
Right there.
look that big.
All right, well, problem number one. Let's look and see what our bearings and races look like.
That's unfortunate.
I ordered it from Wrong Auto.
What could have been wrong?
Here's our inner bearing.
Oh, that thing's big.
Look at that clump there, huh?
Wow.
Nice. So what do our bearing races look like? Because the other ones were chipped all to pieces. Those are smooth as a baby's butt.
Yeah.
Oh, me. I've been worried about this for 2 years. And that
looks
bearing
fine.
race feels perfect. I'm not seeing anything really standing out wrong with the bearing either. But at least now I know, right?
Yeah, you can sleep at night.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good. That's weird how the inners are okay.
Man, you greased her up.
It's greased up for sure, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the actual gear oil is what's supposed to really keep them alive, not grease. So here's our new bearings I have hundreds of dollars in spares of. 2.24. That is 2.24. That looks bigger, doesn't it?
That looks so much bigger.
3.5. 3.75. So we got the wrong bearings, which means we have the wrong races, and we have the wrong seals. We have everything wrong. I literally bought this stuff. It's been months ago I bought it. I bought 2 of everything. So I bought
We got extras for something.
doubles for every corner of the van, seals and bearings, and the rears apparently are all wrong. I did buy a couple of these at O'Reilly's because Rock Auto didn't have everything. Yeah, this is the race. See, everything's
Look on the
wrong.
new one.
Well, maybe the ones I got from O'Reilly's I can return, even though I've wrote on the box and had them for 6 months.
Hey, it's dry rice.
All right, we got to go then to town and get all these.
Well, it's better to know now than in South Dakota.
We don't have to bring up South Dakota every time we work on something.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Oddly enough, the outer bearings and races I bought are correct, but the inners aren't. And I bought them for the same axle. All those in the chair are wrong. It's doubles of everything. This is the outer rear and the front stuff, so all this should be correct, in theory. Before we take off to town, I'm gonna pull this one apart to make sure we don't need something crazy over here. Last thing I want is 3 trips to town in one day.
Greased.
I greased her up, didn't I? Bearing race looks perfect. Don't drop it, don't drop it. Okay, what do you think it weighs?
Easier than I thought it was. Probably. Oh, I'm scared. Probably like 40 or 50.
Hey, a car was gonna run you over? What was that?
I was like, well, the cops looking through our window.
Okay. That one looks way more gritty, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. The other side did. And our bearing race looks clean as can be. Not chipped at all. Why were the outers wore out? That is so weird. We'll probably get 4 seals and 4 bearings. That way we have a spare. And look, I do see some like discoloration there.
Yeah, it looks rougher than the other one.
Let's clean it up real quick. Oh look, made in the USA, no wonder it didn't go bad.
That's right.
Timothy, it was definitely more gritty, but I don't really see anything that scares me. And most everything's washing off of it. It's just me and Ralphie, y'all, and the girls didn't want to go. We got a stack of bearings we're going to try to return. If we can, try to get some of the money back in the envelope. Hopefully we can get down there before they close. They close at 9 o'clock, and it's like 8:30 now. You tired?
What's up, Brownie?
Maybe so. Might be a child dip. Only 3 of the bearings had come from here, but they returned them, thankfully. Got some gear oil while we were here.
Yeah.
Grandpa's taught me into KFC at 9 o'clock at night.
Colonel Sanders?
We don't even eat this late, bro.
That's debatable.
Every time I go to town, you think you gotta get something.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna be 70 years old doing the exact same thing you're doing now. It's like just KFC and sweet tea, Ford F-150s,
That's not a bad
and
thing.
Corvettes. Yeah, you're literally an old man.
That's not a bad thing.
That's why I call you Papa all the time. Marge got me again. Every time I get in this truck, it's empty. How many of y'all's wives did the same thing to you? Man, that was the good old days. Our kids don't even know.
I want to use them like a phone booth or something.
Back in the day, if you left the house, nobody could get a hold of you. I mean, you was a ghost. Nowadays, they can track you anywhere. So they had to order our bearings and our seals, so it's gonna be tomorrow before we get them. Hopefully they're correct. We will see tomorrow.
Shoot.
Go to bed, Granny. It's too late. Too late for you to be out. Old people go to bed early. You need to get in bed. Look at this mess over here. Tater.
That's all he does, literally. He just like lays here.
Raymond, what did you do? You gotta flip yourself back over. You can't be doing this crazy stuff, Raymond.
I got tricks.
Tonight we're watching Mad Max 2. Well, it's early the next morning, and I remembered that I never took the rear differential cover off and let this drain. You can tell I worked on this rear end because all the RTV on it. But hey, it wasn't leaking, so it worked. How glued on are you gonna be? Use my hammer here. How to get a real hammer. Come on. If I remember right, I think I just glued this down with like household silicone from Lowe's, because that's all I had at the shop that day. I actually took an engine building class when I was in high school, and this guy owned a machine shop, and he said that's all he used was like clear silicone from Lowe's. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I have used it, and I've never had it fail yet. Come on, is it that tight? That is incredible. How is it that stuck? Oh, the excess comes off easy. I could have done that a long time ago, I guess. Maybe this putty knife will get under there. Oh, that's what I should have had all along. Oh, I hear it. Here it comes. Ooh. We haven't put a ton of miles on it since I changed this fluid, but it was just so rusty and gritty. I remember when we did it. I want to give this thing some time to drain. I wish I would have done it last night. Yeah, it's pretty brown. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, honestly. Big open diff, 410 gear. I think it's a Dana 70 from memory. Well, we'll let this drain for a while while we're waiting on our bearings. Pinion slop seems just fine. I'm trying to set this thing up where I never have to work on the road. We'll see how that works out, but I just don't want to break down this thing, you know? I was worried it was going to be super chunky, and it's not. Hopefully we can clean out these axle tubes pretty good, get most of that out. I hope this isn't foreshadowing. This camper's blowing apart in front of us. We went to go get our bearings, and this thing's blowing apart.
Wow. That's incredible.
So right after I got that rear end cover off, I did some research and figured out that the bearings that they ordered for me last night were the exact same bearings that were wrong already. So I figured out the exact part number. I called up O'Reilly's again, and they had the ones I needed in stock the whole time. So we drove back to town. We got some more bearings and seals. We have the correct thing now for sure, and we're about to install them.
So while Dad's going to be working on the bearings, Wawa's going to go ahead and do some finishing up stuff with her car.
Yeah, I'm going to be putting on the window cranks, the little light thing that goes right up here, and the handles that go right there.
Yeah.
So we'll get done.
Awesome.
So we're cleaning every bit of the grease and grit out of here just to make sure everything's perfectly clean. We don't want any contaminants to get down in here. See, in these little grooves, there's like junk. Tosh, you'd love it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad our races are good, so I don't have to replace any of that. Here is our correct bearing. Look at that beast, Ralphie. If you're wondering, it's part number 45291. Even though these get lubed by the gear oil, I'm still going to put some grease on them. I was reading a bunch of stuff about it just to make sure, and a lot of guys are saying, yeah, they do get lubed by the gear oil, but pretty much everybody was saying I put some grease on them just for safety. You're doing the greasing?
How much?
Don't get cheap on me. Oh, wow. It can't hurt. It'll mix with the gear oil, make it a little thicker. We'll be just fine. Hopefully I have a seal driver this big. We may have to just do it with a big hammer. That's probably one of the biggest seals I've ever put in.
All right, you got this. Okay, that should be fine. It's good enough for who it's for, like a van.
Here we go.
All right, just don't touch my brake linings there.
Did you say grease the...
No, don't grease inside there. I believe I've got it the right direction. I do not own a seal driver this big, so we're gonna have to do it with a hammer. And I found this guy. I thought maybe we can use that. Well, that idea didn't work at all. So I found this guy, and he is about the same size as this. We're gonna try that. Trying to be careful. We don't want to mess this thing up. That's going, isn't it?
Yeah,
Has this ever been done before?
maybe.
We're just out here innovating, guys. I think that's it. There you go. If you don't have nothing else, clean one of these up and use it. No fair.
Where's your part you got weld?
In there.
You better get to it.
Oh no.
Why would take the hose off?
Yeah, we will. Exactly.
Man, look at that.
Y'all's too profesh.
Now give me that one. I'll wear that one. You can wear that.
This one.
You can have that. Trying to clean this flange off before we put it back on the rear end, so we have a good seal on this. Don't have a leak. Trying to get all that gasket material off there.
What? Did you get your light in?
Yes. It
Good
doesn't-
job.
I want to break in there. Tool brush. This was your idea.
Yeah, of course.
You got us to this point.
Of course. I got good ideas.
This was my idea. This is her idea. Clean it out. I'm afraid it'll break off of there.
Yeah, you don't want to break it off in there. Then what we gonna do?
I would hate to break our toilet brush, you know? Look at this right here. I feel like what am I doing right here?
Ingenuity at its finest.
Yes. We're gonna spray it with brake cleaner and then run a brush through it.
Checking it all out. Oh, I'm scared her.
See it running out there?
Ooh, it's gritty.
Is it throwing some chunks out your way?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give it the scrubby dub.
Oh, you're all the way through.
The brush is?
Yeah, it's clonking your rear end.
Conking your rear, conking your rear end. This is a whole new form of check your rear end right here.
Roto rooter.
I got black stuff coming out this way too. See all that junk we broke loose? Alright, I'm gonna spray it some more. Maybe it'll rinse out her way or wash back this way or something. Guys, check your rear end.
Clean around every once in a while.
Am I in there?
Yeah, I see it. It's pushed a lot of things out this way. You've lost your brush.
I lost my brush? Oh shoot! That's no good.
I see it right here.
There's a bunch of the grit and rust that was in there. I don't understand why it got so rusty like that. We just don't want it to wear out our bearings and gears and stuff, you know?
Rolling around with sand in it. Katniss Everdeen out here. Look at her. Oh, that's good. Pretty good.
We're on a mission to retrieve this brush because it can't stay in there. This might be a good way to get that rust
Oh,
out.
that's true.
Did you get it? Oh no, you got a bunch of rust.
Look at all that.
Wow.
Look at all that.
This
After
might-
we've cleaned it for 10 minutes.
This might be the best way to get the rust out, huh? I didn't even think about it. Just run a magnet back and forth.
Can
through.
I do it?
Wow, that's a great idea. I didn't even think of it. Oh, Ralphie's gonna love this. You can do the other side, Mark.
Okay, appreciate it.
I'm trying to get this brush too. Look at that. You know how bad that is for the rear end?
After all we've cleaned.
That's just right there, look. Right inside there, it's all mushy feeling. We'll just keep pulling it out like this till it comes clean, huh?
Yeah.
Might take a while. All right, that's good. We don't need that in there.
No.
We may just do the other side just with this.
Yeah.
Look how much metal paste I got out there.
Oh,
You can touch it.
that's not a good thing.
No, that's why we gotta get it out.
Marge,
What?
are you doing?
Bring it my way.
Trying to. Anything coming out your end?
Nothing. Zero.
Coming out my end. What the heck, no.
We're gonna go through more brake cleaner. We could have bought a rear end. All that fuzz. All right, I think that's good, Marge.
Alright.
We'll save some for the other side.
See ya. Hope it holds.
You're looking at a legend right there, guys. The mystery man. Often imitated, never duplicated. I've been at this for like 30 minutes now. Spraying it with brake cleaner, pulling it out. We're getting down to just barely any fuzz, but look how much I pulled out of here. I'm talking bearing killer for sure. So I think I'm pretty close to being done with this side. Then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. We don't wanna rush this step or skip it because it's very important to the life of our bearings. I almost wonder if it's gotten the water, because you see the brake shoes from here down are rusty. Makes me think maybe she got some water on her at some point. Maybe somebody backed into the boat ramp a little too deep, you know? I'm pretty much coming up clean. You want to do the other side, Marge?
Please.
You've been waiting, haven't you?
Yes.
Look at what I got. You got to try to beat me.
All right, we'll measure them.
I'm going to assume this first run's going to have quite a bit on it.
Look at that. Would you just look at it?
Crazy. I think that's just all the magnet will hold. My side, I bet I did that 100 times.
That's crazy.
This might be your favorite job you've ever had.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it already.
I'm trying to put the passenger side together while Marge is working on the driver's side. I'm cleaning off our axle flange here where we sealed it up last time. I'm gonna also get the grit and stuff off of this best I can. Hopefully, this will give us lots of years of reliable service.
I love fishing.
That is the best one you've done
That's a
so
good
far.
one. Go to thesleeperdude.com. Metal artwork. I mean, might be a fishing guy, might be an elephant, maybe a metal flower. Don't know.
Get this heavy thing on here. I would hate to do this on the side of the road. Come on. There we go. As you know, you don't want to tighten these down too tight. And I like to rotate them while I'm doing it. That's pretty tight there. I'm going to back it off a little bit. About there. Hopefully we'll be good to go. Got our lock ring in there. Putting the lock nut on here.
I think I'm just about done.
You've been spraying for about 45 minutes.
I know. He's beat me. I think I'm going to have to steal some credit out of his pile to win this match.
So I'm going to bend these tabs over here. And that's going to stop it from backing off there. Yeah, we should be good now. I'm going to goop up all this here with some RTV. Try to get around all the bolts and everything. What a cool way for the axle to go in. I think they even used some of these in NASCAR back in like the 50s and stuff.
It's like a little worm.
Phew. I just can't help myself.
Mom.
I'm adjusting my brake shoe. That's an important step that I feel like a lot of people skip. If you don't have them adjusted out correctly, your pedal will be really low down. And I have even blown the wheel cylinder out with them being not adjusted correctly. It's pretty even.
I think yours beat me a little bit, maybe, but
That's so much rust, isn't it?
it was crazy. You'd clean a while and then spray it, and then there'd be a whole bunch more stuff.
Such a crazy amount of rust. This is a slightly larger than normal Caucasian male hand. Look at that. Look at all that rust. It literally a handful or more of just rust. Because it all came out with a magnet, so it's all rust.
Yeah.
If it was dirt, it wouldn't have come out. That's incredible. We have literally used a case of brake cleaner on this. This is definitely on the top 5 of best ideas I've had.
You might got it cleaned up?
Yeah.
If I had to do this every day for a living, I'd go work at a Mini Cooper factory or something. God, wait, is it big? I always wonder about the diesel mechanics. Man, that must be a tough job. You like doing that, bub?
Yes.
I thought about welding a diff up.
I don't think that'd be good on an RV when you're taking a lot of turns.
Really?
Nice car.
No nice car. On to the center. And even though we've done all this cleaning, we pushed those axle stubs in and it put even more grit out here. So I'm gonna brake clean all this and try to get it all washed out. There's no telling how many hundreds of thousands of miles we added to this rear axle with this right here. It must have been underwater at some point. Like, how does it get this rusty? I think I got it as clean as it's gonna get. Time to goop this thing up with some RTV and throw it back together so it can dry. I basically never put a new gasket on the rear end. I always RTV it. Hopefully this is the last time I ever have to see this ring and pinion gear. Really wasn't as bad as I thought though. Like, I've really been dreading this for a couple years now, just being honest. It wasn't as bad as I made it out to be. I think I did a little bit cleaner job this time than I did last time. I do say so myself. I think I'm going to take this cap off just to let it vent so it can get plenty of air to cure out overnight. And this is all the time we have for today, so we're going to let this thing dry overnight and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Check your rear end. Hungry, Raymond? Well, it's been a whole day. The rear axle has dried. We can fill it up and do some other things. We're gonna bleed the brakes and maybe mount the poo hose holder. I mean, that's something you don't wanna miss right there. The old poo hose holder.
Oh, it's already full?
It wasn't empty.
Oh, good to know.
Okay.
Excuse you. Oh, no.
So this is the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Time for the poo hose launcher installation. I originally got this and I was like, I'm gonna put it on the back of the bumper. There's too many things in the way to really mount it there. So I've been going around and around like, where am I gonna mount this? And I finally decided I'm just gonna put the hose in the side and have less storage, and it's gonna probably be gross. It came to me in a vision, and I think I figured out where to put this thing. It'll fit just behind here, and it will cover up all this ugly on the bottom, because this is where the back wall had rotted out, and they put 2x4s on here and screwed it to hold it together. So if we screw this right there,
It's gonna look better.
it's gonna look better, and we'll have more storage and not have to put our poo hose in the side storage, which is the only external storage we have, really. It's a win all the way around.
Absolutely. That's the last time she's gonna hold that poo hose, I guarantee it.
Remember, it was like an event every time we dumped
Yeah.
the tank. Everybody was like, had to watch.
But this is a new poo hose, right?
Yeah, it's new. So this is 2 tubes inside of each other. It's completely adjustable. You can make it as long as you want or as short as you want. Long enough to cover up the ugly and just long enough to fit the hose in there. That's perfectly level in every way, right?
Looks like it to me.
Yeah. I'm just excited it's going to cover up some of this ugly.
Yeah, it does look a lot better, actually.
Screw a poo hose to the backyard view. It'll make it look better. I like how it tucks perfectly in behind this. That works out very nice. Every screw is going to help this thing not delaminate on us going down the road, right? Cracking itself up there. And this would not fit inside that bumper either. That was odd to me.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. It'd be like our mailbox too, you know?
No. No way.
Was you helping? Huh? Was you helping or just kissing? You gotta be a good shop pup and help. Not just kiss, you gotta help.
Oh, okay, that's all. That's all.
How many quarts was it?
This is 4 of
Make
these.
sure there's no metal on the end of it. 4 quarts?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times rear ends don't hold a whole lot of fluid.
Okay. What's this? You ready? Woo!
We're gonna re-bleed the brakes because the pedal feels kind of squishy. It's been a couple years since we bled them. We were probably in a hurry. Could be the master cylinder. We've never replaced it. Everything else is new, but I want to bleed them just to see if that's it. All right, pump it up, Wawa. All right, hold it down hard. There's a little bit of air. When the pedal go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, both sides I've heard a little bit of air. So maybe that was our little soft pedal there. We need all the brakes we can get, especially towing.
Yep.
That is a really strange way. There's no opening there. Well, I want you to carry a turkey baster or something. That seems to be just fluid up here. The last one soaked me right down my armpit, so that's good. Stay completely dry till the last one. The front didn't seem to have any air. There may have been a few bubbles there in the back, but it wasn't too bad, so see how it goes. So one of the last things on my list is a heat shield on this driver's side. You can see how close the manifold is to the floor. It's even started to like melt some of our insulation there on the trips we've done. So from the factory, it had a heat shield that attached to the floor here and went up and covered that weather stripping. And I don't know how much it'll help, but it's gotta do better than what we're doing now. I'm gonna see what I got around here. This is about 9 inches long on this flat part, and then when it curves up right there, it's about another 11 inches. So we're gonna see if we can find something to go up there.
We're gonna put the casings on, but we're gonna go ahead and check the pressure because it would be easier now than later.
Oh my gosh, this thing's heavy.
We're gonna be the coolest people cruising around.
Oh, for sure. I think I've got some heat shield stuff in the barn out here. Going in the field here is like that movie Last of the Mohicans, where he goes into the other Indian tribe and they test him and they beat him up the whole way through to see if he's worthy. That's kind of how this is. They just, you know, follow you, jump on you the whole way. Right, Murphy? Huh, you big puppy? You got any heat shield stuff, Rocky? Huh? See, look, I knew I had some out here. I used to save all this from work. And Marge said I was crazy. Who's laughing now? And now it's time for the inspection process. They all give it a sniff, find out what it is, if it's food or not. It's just aluminum, okay? So I think I'll bring it up about 4 inches. That'll put it at the top of the exhaust here. Probably gonna bring it all the way from the front of the engine to the back. This stuff cuts really easily. Yeah, clamp her down there, Ralph. This will be our first decent project on this, huh?
Yeah. How much is 90? It's like,
An L.
yeah.
Yeah. So easy a child could do it. There goes your leg.
Yeah.
What do you think about there, Ralph?
Yeah.
We'll try that. And I'm gonna screw all this to the floor right underneath that seal with some really short screws. Okay. There it is, all installed. You think it'll keep my piggy safe from the heat?
Maybe. Yeah.
I hope so. He's supposed to be here tomorrow to put the new windshield in it.
Whoa!
Hey, and your car's getting a windshield, the Corvette.
Oh.
And the Zephyr's getting a windshield.
Let's go.
Yeah. You're getting a car. You're getting a car. I think we got just about everything done on the old RV.
Woo!
We still got some things to figure out on Wall's car.
Yeah.
We got a generator light on, and some of her stuff isn't working. So I think we got a blown fuse or unhooked wire somewhere. It's still charging, but the generator light's on, so that makes no sense.
Definitely fuse.
Good. You heard it here first, folks. I pulled the back seat to get the battery. I think I've already found our issue. I had found the other day that we had a wire disconnected here, but we actually had two main wires here. I think that was our issue, is one of them was disconnected. So I'm gonna hook those back up and we'll see if that fixed it. That will be super easy if it is. I was about to start checking all the fuses. Wawa told me, she swore an oath that it was a fuse. Generator light's still on. Huh. We're at 13.7 volts. So why is that light on? So I'm testing both sides. If you're getting the same signal on both sides, your fuse is good. See, that one has no voltage at the top. Oh, it is blown. I feel like we had some.
I think we had some extra, but I don't know where they're at.
Now I locked them right here.
Oh, that ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about there. Everybody was worried about it getting stolen, weren't they?
Yeah.
A lot of comments of that. I believe these are ivory, 20 amperes, I believe, and all the ones I had are blown. This is the only two colors I own of them. I don't have European fuses around here, so I got a 25 ampere. You know, you always want to go a few amps above. It'll be fine. See if it pops immediately or something. It's such a weird setup compared to what I'm used to. Like, the whole fuse is visible. Well, maybe this will work. Oh, your wipers are working, and your generator light's off. How you turn the wipers off? Oh gosh.
Wait, did the wipers work
is it this?
before?
This is not it. It's got me this. Oh, I got it. That must have been it. That blown fuse and the wire was off both.
Awesome.
Let's make sure all of our lights work.
Yeah.
So I fixed one thing. I've actually fixed two things. We used to have working blinkers and stuff.
Granny. Not the toilet brush. Hey, you gonna help with the wiring?
So when we did this harness, the only place we were really confused was the wires coming out of the turn signal switch and the steering column, coming out here to the fuse box. So now I'm going through the wiring diagram trying to figure this out. Because if you remember, the horn was on every time you turn the key on. You remember that part? We had something hooked up wrong, we knew. So I gotta figure out what these are.
What is this dingus doing? Mail delivery.
How y'all been?
This is a new thing.
This is the weirdest experience of my life. She is breathing in my ear hole.
So the kids, did she use the one with that? Does she have teeth?
Look at that. There ain't a tooth in there. Look, she pushes you.
Yes.
Your glasses are fogged up.
Oh, it's giving me the willies.
She just wants to cut your ear holes.
She
Look at that. Your glasses are completely fogged up. But she got that lip out though.
Watching you do wiring is the funnest thing we do.
Watching me struggle.
Yes, it is like incredible.
You don't struggle.
You don't really struggle with wiring. You don't really talk. You just kind of stare at the wire and just, you know.
So I've got this book here, which shows me all my fuses, locations, and what they do. I've got the diagram from when we put the harness in it. Not everything's matching up with the colors from our new harness to our old harness in the back of this Haynes manual. So we have an early 71 harness because the wiper switch is on the dash, not the column. So at least we know that much. And I'm gonna try to go through this and figure out why we don't have some of the things working that we need to have working. Try the right blinky. Okay, left blinky. Headlights. Okay, we got headlights. Let me go to the back. All that's working right now. We got tail lights. Now hit the brakes. Okay, let off the brakes. Left blinky. Right blinky. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse, Terry! All right, man, that was a lot of chasing and looking. We have spent like hours down here. All right, let me give you a summary. I took all this apart. I had to take all the lenses off. We had never put bulbs in the reverse lamps, is why they didn't work, which I wasn't too worried about that. I mean, kids should get out of the way, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The brake and taillight bulbs, which is the middle ones, we had the wires switched. So when we turned our headlights on, we had really bright taillights, and then if you hit the brakes with the headlights on, you couldn't see them coming on. So the brake lights were really dim. So we switched those, and we figured out the reason why we had no brake lights at all back here was the bulb just needed a little wiggle. If you've ever worked with old cars, you know these old like 1156, 1157 bulbs are bad about disconnecting. So dielectric grease is a good thing to put on the tips of them. So we did that, give them some wiggles. What this means is they'll work for a while, and we'll have to do some of this stuff again. So up front, the left blinky just needed a adjustment, a wiggle, but the right one, the wires were switched. So I don't know what we did.
How do we do that?
I guess Wawa did those or something.
Oh, yeah.
But we think we got everything working now.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw her back together. Man, that was a long journey they didn't see. All right, we have carefully installed all of our lenses. It feels good to have all the lights working.
It does, I agree.
Because I was a little worried about that, driving in a urban environment without all the lights working. I think that's about it, aside from getting our windshield put in.
Yeah, I feel accomplished.
I do too. We will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be getting a bunch of windshields put in.
Woo!
Shoo-wop! Tonight, it's the Searchers. Monument Valley. Today's the day the RV's getting a windshield. He's on his way right now. Mike Neighbors. Not to be confused with Mike the Neighbor. Two different guys. But I can understand why you get them confused. We're going to wait on putting Ralphie's in until we can fix that post. Hopefully the Vet, the Zephyr, and the motorhome are going to go in today. Oh, they're here. Time to get started. So this is a newer model windshield, right? For like a urethane in windshield?
Yes, like for like the 80-something models and up.
Yeah. Because they kept that same kind of cab forever, right? Basically.
Yeah, the body style was the same from about 2005, 6, something like that.
Because I know when I bought floors for it, the floors were for a much later model. So this is a molding that'll cover it up just like the old style molding. But then you can urethane it and it'll hold the windshield in much better and seal better than the old style lip-in windshields.
This is the first time we've tried it. So
yeah, we're out here just trying new things. We're basically scientists. Will it fit? Gonna fit, isn't it? That's gonna look good. Look, it covers up all that ugly.
Yes.
I like it. I like the tint on it too. It looks good.
I'm going to shoot the urethane just a little bit higher. It's going to set in there.
Yeah.
We're golden on that.
So you prime the pinch weld and you prime the glass both, right?
It's just like painting a car. If you don't have primer for the urethane to stick to, the urethane will not stick to metal at all. 30-minute drive away urethane is one of the best they make now, in my opinion. So.
Yeah. Now be careful with this one. This is my baby here.
You know, you don't see a whole lot of these right here at all.
That's what I've been telling people, man. Well, I tend to have weird vehicles for sure. There you go. Be a good time to fix the dash, huh? Yeah. Pretty crazy how they go in. Look, that's Beetle, so it's still soft. He's going to urethane that in as well to make it way stronger. So this is how you're supposed to work. While one thing's drying, you can be doing something else, you know. Keep moving. Yeah, you gotta get the joints right.
Oh yeah. And whenever that urethane mashes down, it can just blow an air bubble in it, and it makes a big mess.
Working in the body shop, I've seen a lot of windshields cut out where you get the windshield out and you realize there's a gap in the urethane where the last person didn't do it right, you know? Are you excited about your windshield for the vet?
Yes. Now it won't catch my finger. And
It's bad. Yours may be the worst
especially
one.
at the bottom, it's all just crackled.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. I don't know what happened yet.
Giant walnut.
Probably. Acorn every time.
Yeah, acorn.
I don't know what to do with a new windshield and working wipers now.
No more Rain-X.
Yeah, that's gonna fit real nice. That's so cool that molding just covers all that. You wouldn't even know it was urethane in. Granny's coming to see y'all. She'll probably be rubbing up against y'all in a second. That's her favorite thing to do lately. This is out of like an 05 Dodge van, so look at that. Just fits right in there. Who knew you could get a new Dodge van windshield and pop it right in your 74 model?
You want that sticker to eat or what?
She just likes to see new things and new people. She's a good helper. Yeah, eat that. She'll probably break your windshield. This one's for the Zephyr?
Yeah.
Man, it looks so much better. On to Ralphie's Corvette. Luckily, there's no paint around the edge of the windshield on this thing, so even though we plan on painting the car, we can go ahead and put a windshield in it. We got new weather stripping from Zip Corvette, so that's going to come in handy with this too. You can't be pulling up at school with a broke windshield, right?
No.
You gotta make sure you're holding it.
It's like a sawzall, huh? Basically.
You know what happened to this windshield originally? Somebody set something down on the cow and shut the door.
Oh, shut it. Yeah, that makes sense. She's out. Good riddance, huh?
Yeah.
That's going to be so much better for all these cars. We need one of those guns, don't we, Ralphie?
Yes.
Ralphie's going to help him set this thing.
Grab onto the cup there. Put your other hand up here. And remember, we got to slide it up underneath the other piece. There you go. Set it on down.
Man, it looks so much better.
Yes.
Look at that, man. You can be a glass guy now.
That's all it takes.
It's easy. Ask anybody that's watching it being done, you know? Look at there. You got your new windshield.
It's awesome. Yeah, that looks really good. All put back together now. Well, they're out of here. What did you think about doing your first windshield, huh?
That was cool.
It was really cool of him to come here and do all those windshields for us. Been a friend of mine for years, so check him out. Neighbors Glass and Tint.
Phone number's on the screen, right here.
Now we got all our windshields installed. We're gonna crank this thing up and see how our power steering O-ring, if that fixed it and all the other stuff we did. So crank her up, Ralphie. Turn the wheel one way. How's it feel?
Smooth like butter.
Butter? I don't see it leaking.
Good.
Okay.
It's super smooth.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. I guess let's throw the doghouse on it. I need to put my wipers on too. Is that the right height, Ralph?
Yeah.
All right, will they work? That's the question. Oh man, butter. I guess it's time to back this thing out and hook them together, see if it'll pull it. Going back. We've only got 2 bays here this thing will fit in. I still get nervous going in and out. It's rained quite a lot this week, so it's kind of mushy out here. Let's get the Beetle. We run into problems, we may have to tow the motorhome back with this jewel. I've seen some crazy videos of what the little Beetles can do. This is gonna look so funny. That's pretty close. Might be easier just to push this thing up there, you think?
Please help him push it.
Oh, I gotta turn it. Dude, that's weird, the trailer can turn, huh?
It looks so cool.
Okay. So what I did here is I zip tied a chain down through this so it don't drag, because I feel like we need a backup plan. You know, you always need a safety chain. I worked at a wrecker service and you always had to have a safety chain on it. Think she'll pull it?
Yes.
Surely.
Yeah, we don't want to lose our Beetle on the way. And if it comes off, we want it to crash into the back of our car over and over again on the way down.
Well, it's got this
we better not. We ain't losing this baby.
Look, Jamal's in there.
Jamal, you can't ride back there.
Oh.
So we got to unlock our steering wheel here. So I'm going to put this thing on the first click, and it's got to be in neutral. I guess we're ready to try to pull it. I don't know.
Let's go.
First time ever trying to tow with this. Oh my gosh, look at the rear view. Your car is like right in the rear view. Cold start, let's go. So I'm putting it in overdrive, and I'm hitting the overdrive off switch. Oh man, I don't even feel it back there. It's way easier than I thought taking off. You think it'd make a circle around the yard? Alright, will she turn? That's a big question. Oh! Uh-oh. So in theory, the steering wheel on the car should turn as we turn. It looks like that's what's going on back there. Oh, muddy, muddy.
This is gonna be the coolest camper at the campsite.
I see brake lights working.
That's good.
Yes!
It seems to be doing it pretty easy though.
Yeah. That is awesome. All right, we need to take a short trip down the road at least. It's turning all right?
Yeah, it looks
Nothing.
fine. Your lights work back here.
I saw I have brake lights, yeah. Let's take her down the road.
Okay.
It's so funny to see it in the rear view. How funny does that thing look following us? Oh, I've never even towed like this before. Only car trailers and tow dollies before. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, Lord. Somebody's trimmed the bushes.
All right, making my turn here. We're slinging some mud off. That is so funny.
Hey, this better not be getting my car dirty. I just washed it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it's not. Oh, it doesn't feel weird or anything.
No.
Are y'all ready to go camping?
Yes.
I'm ready.
I don't think we're going to go very far because it looks like it's about to storm. I have no complaints so far. It's doing great. I moved our sensor for our speedometer because we have a GPS speedometer out to the front of the fender, and it's working immediately now. We were having trouble getting the signal because the camper top was above us. We're moving along at 43 miles per hour right now. No fan shroud noise yet. We're about to pull a big hill. We'll see how this goes. I'm pushing her pretty good now. No fan noise.
That's good.
Oh yeah, we got the floor barrel open now.
Isn't it fuel injected?
Yeah.
I know I'm not sitting back here wherever we go.
Oh yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Especially when you turn because you're like almost behind the rear axle kind of, so it's just weird.
Well, we're sitting at a steady 158 degrees. Fuel pressure's good. Oil pressure's good. I'm gonna take a turn here and make a loop around back towards the house. This feels so funny.
It feels funny back here, I'll tell you that.
It seems to be turning smooth. Not having any trouble. Oh, this thing's a powerhouse. Trying to pull out in traffic here. We got busy traffic.
Do I need to give him the Michelle hand?
You might need to give him the Michelle. I'm surprised at how easily it pulls it, which this has no tongue weight whatsoever. If you think about it, you're basically pushing the car, which, you know, a couple people can do. I really think it's hardly any strain on the motorhome at all. I think our trailer's like 2,500 pounds by itself, so This car weighs less than our trailer weighs, so it's not a big deal to tow it. I'm super excited. The new windshield.
Looks good.
The peace of mind of knowing we got the rear wheel bearings done. You know, having a bunch of this little detail junk done I've been wanting to do forever. It's just
Coming
awesome.
together, that's for sure.
Finally. I hope our fuel gauge works. It says we're full.
You don't know?
Not for sure. It's doing something.
Classic.
Marge, what are you looking forward to the most about going on a trip in this?
Campfires.
Campfires. Marge also likes not having to pick out a hotel room.
Yes.
She gets weirded out by cheap motel rooms.
I think it's called champagne taste on a beer budget.
Ralph, you gonna do some fishing?
He said he wants to.
Maybe. Okay.
He's been known to rip your lips off.
That's what I heard. My mirrors are even adjusted.
Are they?
Yeah. We don't have to worry about that door coming open anymore.
I wondered if it would say latched.
No, I did it. It'll say latched.
Exactly.
Successful test drive. That wasn't all that far, but we know that we've got rid of our fan shroud noise, it looks like. We are going to be the funniest looking RV. It's just like that movie RV, isn't it?
Yes.
The family, the weird family.
Yes.
We need to install the air horn like they have, huh? I think I'm feeling less heat on my foot than last time.
Good.
So it cracks me up so much seeing that car behind me in the rear view. Make the turn, little Beetle. Oh, I see the wheels turn. That's so funny that that turns like that. I got spun out one time pulling a car on a tow dolly that was a fixed tow dolly. I didn't have the steering wheel unlocked and I turned into this gravel road and it spun me out. Luckily I didn't hit anything. Brakes feel good. Is that the ball? Is that what I'm hearing?
Probably. Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
it moving.
Yeah, that's what that is. Big bump, big bump. I edited my home screen here on the Terminator X. It says our transmission's at 180 degrees, so that's good.
I'm feeling good about it.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing for me then. Make sure we don't have any leaks. Power steering felt good. I see no leaks from the engine. Okay, that turned off, so it hit 170 and turned off. I don't see anything that worries me under there. That's a pretty neat system to tow with, isn't it?
It's cool.
That's pretty neat. Probably should have put a bolt or a pin in that.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't do that.
We'll do that here in a minute.
Yeah. This is just a success story. It's what you're looking at, folks. Well, Marge made me open these outside. Can you believe that?
Hey, we messed this floor up.
I feel a lot better. There's a lot of things that like I was worried about legally, like having working lights, windshield, and all that
He's
stuff.
always worried about the rules.
I mean, I just don't like getting pulled over. And then once they pull you over, they find something else. Or getting a wreck, you know. If you don't have tail lights or brake lights, it's like a safety issue. But, Scooter, are you excited about this or scared?
He's really excited about these wheelies over here. He wants one.
Oh, man, give him one. Don't deprive him. Come on now.
Hey, you risk your fingers with him.
I know.
Ow!
Oh, man.
Come on, me!
He's way more aggressive than Ellie. So we're planning on taking a trip. It's actually only a couple days from now. We're leaving now.
What call?
Super excited about it. Hope it goes well. You'll find out in the next RV video where we're headed, and the kids will find out as well. It seems like it's going to pull pretty good. I didn't have any issues. I mean, the only thing could be if we get to a higher speed and have issues, but I don't foresee that. I mean, the car does good at those speeds. You would think it would do good towing at
I
that
think
speed.
so.
But if not, then we'll put Wawa in there holding the steering wheel straight, you know?
Oh my gosh.
We'll do that. We appreciate everybody watching our channel. Thank you to everybody that likes, comments, subscribes, all of our members, everybody that's super thanks. We appreciate all that. Big thank you to Rec Pro for their help with this build. We definitely couldn't have done that without them. Also, big thank you to Holly for their help. So hopefully we'll have a good camper that'll make it there and a good little getting around car. Hopefully it'll make it around town and stuff because, you know, you don't want to drive the RV everywhere.
No, I like to like sit up, like
I knew it.
Wait,
I knew it.
put my solar
wait.
lights out.
She'll have outdoor mats and Christmas lights and everything. You know it. Right,
Pause.
Squeeze?
Yeah.
Wait, we're pausing here.
Pause. We're all gonna be in the Beetle.
Driving? Yes.
Wow. Y'all know how
What did you
cramped.
think we was
No,
gonna do?
because I did not realize.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
in the back
I'm
seat.
glad I put 5 seatbelts in it. Hey,
Yeah.
I may be driving.
We appreciate everybody that supports us with our merchandise. You can get that at thesleeperdude.com. We got a lot of new stuff right now. We appreciate everybody's support there.
Woo!
Yeah, exactly. Sleeper Dude Merca shirt, hoodies, stickers, keychains, artwork when it's in stock. You can check out our second channel at
Sleeper Dude 2.
You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at
Sleeper Dude 88.
You can check us out on our third channel at
Sleeper Dude Armed.
Exactly. They got it down. Future videos, we have bought another vehicle, and we haven't worked on it yet. It actually came here during the filming of this, so
Mystery.
we got a mystery vehicle. You can expect a video of that coming up soon. I got some parts in this week for the Falcon. Big time parts for the Falcon.
That's exciting.
That's super exciting. Something that it's needed a long time.
Wow.
We also need to get back on the Fairmont Futura big block car. We have everything to finish yet, and we just need to get it all together and get some fluids in it and crank her up. I'm dying to do that, really. The Metro mount, we're still waiting on transmission, so we got to get that. Hopefully that'll come through soon on it. We got parts in for the Galaxy wagon. We just got a few more we're waiting on. We can fix some issues with it we found. We better go see the animals before this rain starts.
Yeah.
And I know Rocky's going to want some of these Vanias and Murphy and the whole gang. Maybe Cautious Carl.
Yeah,
And George Jones,
maybe.
Adrian,
George.
I can just keep them coming.
Georgie.
You gonna be packing her up today?
Yes. Yes, I am.
You wouldn't believe the things this woman's bought for this trip.
Zip it.
She has been at Walmart nonstop, on the Amazonia.
Mom, how long do you think we've been camping for?
That's what I told her.
a dang clothesline you hang your clothes on to.
She was talking about all this
Y'all
stuff at
gonna-
laundry. I'm like,
y'all
we're not gonna be
gonna know.
gone long enough for that on this trip.
Y'all gonna know when you be using my stuff, okay? What are you doing?
What about them sheets? The whole herd's out here.
Oh, look, Wayne's already running.
Oh, she's running over here.
Hey,
Hey, Rocky. Hey, buddy. Oh, there we go. That's
Rocky
good.
Jr.?
How many we got?
We got 3.
Oh, you better give one to Murphy.
Okay,
He's gonna be
okay.
sad if he don't get one.
Here, easy.
Hey, George Jones, how you doing?
Pickup lines, that's what that is.
Cautious. How you doing, bud? That's the closest I've got to you too. Hey, you don't want to talk on camera?
Granny wheel.
Granny will. Give the people what they want, Granny. Oh, George Jones is wanting to hang out with you too.
Hello. Come here, Georgie.
We didn't forget about you, beauty queen. Hello, Burrows. Oh my gosh. I think she can drink faster than me. Of course, I don't make as much mess. I got Rocky and Rocky Jr. all over me. I'm sorry, I don't have any more donkey treats.
Okay, love.
They're not even gonna talk to me then. Do you want to touch it? What is it? You like that? Huh? That's good. Alright, tell him bye, Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's good stuff, huh?
Rocky.
Murphy would be good on a trip. It would be
No,
good.
we would not. No, we would
Take the whole
not.
RV. Murphy,
I can imagine.
remember, if you're camping in the forest and you see a Sasquatch, do not make eye contact.
I made that mistake once. Marge is already driving this thing up to the house to load it up. She's so jumpy on the throttle, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She just planted the pedal, didn't she? We can't let her behind the wheel on this trip.